It's early on a Sunday morning. It's still dark out here. Eric's bringing the Suburban in this morning. He should be here any minute. We're gonna put it right here for today. I come in yesterday and did some cleaning. I still got a little bit more pick up and organize, but I'm tired of the mess. After he leaves, I think I'm gonna start right there, sweep it all again, pick that stuff up, and I'm gonna fire up the pressure washer, get this bay clean. I gotta do that rocker job and the Suburban, and this is the side I wanna keep for the fabrication until I move. This side's the nasty side, so keep all the grinding dust and all that crap over here. Didn't touch that yesterday. No biggie. Man, that thing's cool. All right. Yeah, I got several breathers, but none of them want to set right. They fit nice here, but either hit on these or something. So I gotta see what I can find out there. I might have one in storage at home. I honestly thought I had the original breather to this engine. I did. Where did I put it? I don't know. But I got to thinking about this. And let's see, this seat's gonna go in the Blue Mule. I just put it up in here so I could move this thing around. But I've got a set of Trailblazer SS bucket seats. I'm gonna grab one of them, put it up in here, see how it fits. Because I honestly would love to have a console coming back. Now, as far as the back goes, I could either get another one of these or Tahoe or something to that nature. That'd be pretty cool too. I don't know. I might put 4 buckets in there and have a console all the way through. I don't know. Well, he should be here any minute, so I'll bring you back when he shows up. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, before I came in yesterday, I went down to Restoration World to get them rockers and cab corners and stuff for that GMC. And since I was down that far, I went on down to Bonafide Customs and got me some Firestone bags and lower control arm pockets. He showed me a bunch of pictures of how he's done the 1-tons in the past, and it looks pretty simple. It's gonna be take it apart, put this stuff in, check it, and pull it all back apart, go back and forth, because you want, with the bags all the way up, you want this thing setting right. He said it all depends on the rear suspension, and I might have to cut the pocket out, but I won't know until I get it tore apart. This address right here is 3 different cities.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Eric. This is actually Newport, Ohio.
Okay.
Houston is 5 miles that way.
Okay.
So On GPS, it's a Houston address. Fort Army is 5 miles that way. The electric goes through this. Sydney is 11 miles that way. It's the Sydney tax bracket.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Well, cool. This is it. Cool. Awesome. Got antifreeze in it. I hear box took out the heater core went out of it. But
You was able to use the original radiator?
yeah, I had a brand new one. Well, see my shroud I built? I built a shroud for it.
Nice.
I had a friend build it for me. And then obviously I put my air cleaner here and moved the battery in the back. So in the back, there's the fenders, or the hood, the doors. There's bumpers. We'll have those just in case. That's where they had a heater in here.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're gonna fix that.
So you want that plugged?
Yeah,
or?
let's fix that one here.
Okay.
Why not? There's rockers in there. There's 2 inner rockers. I did this patch several years ago and never finished it. So, but I want you to make it structurally right.
Right.
What do you think there, Terry?
I just wanted that 45 fender like that.
That's a step side fender.
There's a bunch of new bolts in there. There's mirror housing. There should be everything in there. Might be a couple bolts missing, but I'm sure with the stuff you got, it should be what you need. I think that's it.
Man, them doors are clean. You said those were originals too.
Those come from Wyoming. Yep, come from Wyoming. I grabbed them off a truck of my dad's. Just had a little bit of rust down the corner over there, and I did some trading with the guy. Traded him a crankshaft I had, and he did the body work on it. This was the tailgate before when I put the barn door in.
Really?
So what I want you to get let's see where we're at with that.
Okay, so you want to smooth this out since
We could, I guess.
that'd make it look a little cleaner.
Yeah. Let's see where you're at in your time.
Okay.
Let's get the rust taken care of.
Yeah. Well, guys, as you can see, I don't feel like pressure washing this morning. It's still really early. All right, so this one here, the whole bumper's coming off from here down He ain't worried about doing anything with that. Got to do rockers, cab corners. Got a little booger area here. I believe that was the only thing on the side over here. Got another booger here and a little bitty one right here. This side, that fender, they don't repop. Chevy, they do. GMC, they don't. You can only get that fender through GM right now. $1,200 for that fender. Yeah, I told him we'll just repair this. He's not concerned about it being perfect. He's trying to help one of his employees out or something to that nature. So we're going to make it look a little better for him. Rocker on this side, this fender, a couple dents in the hood. Can't really see it, but looks like this handle was pushed in right there. So I got to pull the door panel off, see if I can't pop that out a little bit. This cab corner, just going to freshen it up for him. Touch up. I'll probably end up painting that whole fender, the rockers. As far as the hood goes, I'm going to keep it as small as possible. I told him there will be paint edges. He's not worried about it. He just put the wheels and lift on it. He's got mirrors. He's doing most of the work. I'm just going to do the rust repair, fix the dents, get a little white paint put on it. Oh, there's another little dent. But I'll look it over and get a few things taken care of on it. I can pick that up Monday morning. Yeah, God is good. He brought me some work. And I like that. All the bays are full again. Got plenty of room to work. I love it. All right, guys. I'm going to continue this video tomorrow. I'm not going to edit and all this for, 15 minutes worth of video? It ain't worth it. All right. I'm going to come in tomorrow morning and probably start on this, try to get the fab as far as possible, and then switch places. Good morning. It's a new day. And we got a new patient on the operating table. And a little bit of work to do to it. It shouldn't take all that long. We'll get the fab and everything done on this to where all that's left is body work. And then I'm going to move it over right here and get this one setting over here. Do the body work on this side and the fab on this side. That way I can drop my tarp down and run the heat just in one side that I'm working in. All right, let me get things set up here and we'll start cutting. Like I always say, whenever you're working on a computerized vehicle, I don't care if it's a 94 or a 2024. Get that battery unhooked. You do not want to do any cutting and welding with the battery hooked up because it'll go straight to the computer and it'll fry that computer. I know some people do it and get away with it, but there's always that one chance, and I hit that one chance at one point. That one point was probably about 2000, 2001, somewhere in there. Had a rollback, brand new truck. mounting boxes and stuff on it for the customer. Never heard of the computers back then. Like I said, I'm not much of a mechanic, but yeah, we welded brackets on the frame of that rollback and built the boxes, put them on. The guy come pick the truck up, and about 2 days later he calls us up and says, hey, fried the computer in my truck. He started having all kinds of issues. You might not have them the same day. And that's a weird thing about this electronics. You can burn something up and it'll work just fine for a minute, and then it'll start acting up, just like flood vehicles. I've dealt with a few flood vehicles, same thing. They'll work fine for a minute and then you'll start having issues. So I play it safe and I get that battery unhooked every time. I just opened these doors for the first time. Check this out. Exactly what I'm wanting to do on the crew cab. It's got the latches just like mine, and the handles right there. Ain't that nifty? I think I'm gonna call GM and find out how much that handle is with the rods. Because all they had to do was cut the hole for this to go in. With the rod up and down, perfect. A lot less work than using a tailgate. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at the hinge on this thing. I'm amazed. Look at that. It's got a spring so you cannot over torque it. I'm impressed. On the next crew cab, I'm going to write down exactly what this truck is. Because on the next crew cab I build, I'm going to use this whole setup. I'll go ahead and get these and everything. That is perfect. That looks like the 57 Chevy door hinges. The way they did it back then. Look at that. Oh, yeah. I like that. I really, really like that. Man, that would have been so much quicker and simpler. No, I'm not going to redo my truck. I like the way it's set up now. It's already done. But man, the next one I do, yeah, that's what I'm going to do right there. I bet this cover just pops off there, yep, and gives you full access to all that. Man, too bad I didn't do this truck several years ago. Of course, it was about the time this truck was brand new that I started all that on mine. Oh well, all right. Squirrel! Back to work. Hardest part of any job is getting started. First thing, you gotta get all these little plugs out that are never used. Oh, come on. They put them in there. Oh, that just pulled the whole rocker and all. They put them in there so you can get in there and clean it out and undercoat and all that stuff, but nobody ever does. A couple of them didn't want to come out. Alright. Start seeing rust like that. Tap on it because you'll go through. Alright, I think I will get the wire wheel and clean this area up. I want a clean surface. I'm not going to replace it all the way up here because all this is good. This line right here is generally where the rust stops. So what I'll do is I'll cut that right there, put the new one in, let it overlap just a little bit, weld it on there, smooth that flat surface, and it'll be good to go. While I got it all apart, I have to undercoat the inside of the new rocker. Anything I replace up here, and as much of the original as I can. That way it's coated the best I can get it. And then, yeah. All right, let me get the wire wheel set up and bring you back. Down here cleaning this up. This whole area could be cleaned up and saved, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it out and replace it just to be safe. I'll get a piece put in between here and tap that dent out, and it'll be ready for undercoating when it gets here. All right, get my helmet and get to welding. Easier to get to with the rocker off there, but it's still a pain in the butt. I'm gonna grab a longer hammer. Well, come on. Well, it is coming, but I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it. I'm just going to replace it. ready for body work. As in primer. Now, get in the jam. Alright. What'd I do with my gloves? Side 1 ready for undercoating. But first, time to get this side cut out and ready to test fit. I'm gonna get it close and then hold it up there and cut and cope what I need at that point. Dude, that rocker panel is stout. Way heavier than the factory. cut out. I know you're thinking, why are you cutting up a 7-inch disc? Well, when I bought Piqua Automotive out, I got stacks of 7-inch discs for next to nothing. So, instead of going out and buying 4-inch discs at $4 a piece, I cut them down, and I can use this for small areas and sanding. So when you don't have a whole lot of money in it, it makes it worthwhile. All right, let's test fit. Okay. Okay. Okay, that all looks good. Yeah. All right, I gotta trim this end, which I left both of them long, that way I can cut through it. I'll cut through this, that'll line it up, and then after it's undercoated, start welding. See, I leave these overlapped. That way when I cut, it leaves 1/16 of an inch gap in between to fill. Okay. Ready to tape up and undercoat. All right, I know y'all gonna ask. That's what I use for bomb can. On the big jobs, I use the other stuff, and when I'm ready to do that, I'll show you that stuff. But this stuff works real nice. Ew, it's dripping on me. Now, after I get it all welded up, I'll go back and undercoat again. Good enough. All right, while the undercoating's drying for that side, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this side. This side is a bit worse. That cab corner is pushed in quite a ways. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. But from here forward is the same as the other side. From here back, it's gone up in here. So that's why I stripped the paint down to bare metal, so you can see what the metal looks like up underneath. I'll clean all that up and get a visual of where I need to trim the other piece. Get the plug out of it. The other one's already fell out. As soon as I touched it, it fell out. All right. I left my gloves over there. Okay, so looking at it, after cleaning it up, you can tell it's soft up here. And this surface here is gone way farther forward. So this is gonna take a little more finessing up in here because I'm not taking the doors off. These doors suck to remove. This side, looking at it, it's gonna be time well spent. Oh my goodness. If I can get this off. It's gonna be time well spent to replace this whole rocker all the way up to the lip. A little more work up in here because you got to protect the wiring and all that stuff, but I think it'll be better in the long run. So I guess I'll just get this one out of the way. I might have to heat this up, get it off after I get it off the truck itself. Come on now. Well, at least the inner structure is still good. That's why I didn't push that cutting wheel all the way through, because I knew that inner structure was there. All right. Now I guess I can get the air chisel and hopefully not get crap in my eye again. I finally got that one out. It's a weird height. Yeah. Yeah, right in the mouth. That's not even worth cleaning. I gotta replace that inner rocker. Dang it. it, dang it. Get a rope and hang it. Okay. I think I'm going to replace it to right here. I want to retain this here since it's in good shape, and up there since it's in good shape. But I'll tell you what, I think I'm about done for the day because I need cutoff wheels. This piece here, after I get this inner rocker put on, I'll come back and I'll bend a piece for it because I did not buy that section. I got a brace right here and a brace right here. Up here I can cut it right here and I'll be fine all the way back to, yeah, right in the middle of that cab support. I'll come back to this rib and I'll cut up and across up there. This side's gonna suck. This side is gonna suck. And I gotta stop and get me some gloves. I slit my thumb wide open. It's Monday. Yes, yes it is. It is Monday. Oh well. It's all part of the job. I gotta make it right. Still a little tacky. I'll put it on pretty good, pretty heavy. But that's okay. I will stop and pick me up some cutting wheels. And a new pair of gloves, I guess. This side's ready to weld back together. That ain't no big deal. Looks like it's going to be another all-day event on this side. So you can see that cab's pushed in right there. So I'm gonna have to pull that out, but I'm gonna see how high the cab corner goes. I thought I brought it over here. Yeah. Okay, that'll work. That cab corner goes up that high. I'm just gonna have a little bit of a dent up above it to work out. That won't be that big a deal. All right. At least this is all superficial right here. Gotta get the seam sealer out of there, and that always sucks. This stuff don't want to let go. You got to pick up a tube of seam sealer too. All right, well, I'm gonna get out of here for the day. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, share my videos, and leave me some comments. I know this ain't the crew cab you wanted to see tonight, but hey, gotta pay the bills, right? I think that cab corner turned out beautiful. All right, till tomorrow, have a good evening.